Good evening and salutations, my Y&R fans. It's been a hot minute since I've actually done a Y&R video, and I really do miss doing the Young the Restless reviews. And going into this episode, this was an interesting and stupid episode at the same time. I'm gonna start off with Jordan. Okay, I'm gonna start off with Jordan and her stupid ass dying as revenge plan because treated Victor treated her sister like trash. No offense, your sister's not special. Okay? I'm pretty sure Victor treated a lot of women's sisters like trash. He is the run of the mill textbook asshole. Okay? Somebody who is rich and powerful. There's a lot of men like him. Again, her story is not really that special. But let's just go off of that, right? From what I understood, well, I forgot her name, but Jordan's sister, from what people were saying, that she was kind of a nut job. Okay, it wasn't like she was just totally fine and everything like that. She was kind of a nut job, right? So she has this whole plan, and it's like, I'm gonna sit there and kill you because you treated my sister badly. Okay, a little kind of weak, but whatever. And here's the thing: I feel like some people are just going with it because they don't like Newmans, because Newmans, a lot of people felt like the Newmans have not got their comeuppance, right? So it's like the people that generally don't really like Newmans are kind of just like, all right, yeah, I'll go with it, even though this is probably the weakest story that they can possibly do, right? Okay, I give you an example, and I said this in my last stream, right? Just a good idea for revenge against Newmans. They do a lot of business and stuff like that. What if they did a business deal with someone and somebody lost money and they were taking care of their wife or whatever, they lost their wife, something tragic happened, medical bills or whatever, and then this person decided they want to go after all the Newmans because they're terrible people and they've been ripping off people for years. That would have made a lot much more of a convincing, an interesting storyline than what we have right now. Okay, let's just keep it going. So Claire is acting like a nut job. She's all like, oh, you're my mother and this, that, and the third, and you didn't want me and this, that, and the third. And, this woman is clearly sitting there saying, I don't know who you are. My child died. What are you talking about? You're a liar. Claire reminds me of the person that tries to think that they're the smartest person in the room. And 9 times out of 10, they're not. Right? And this annoying monologue goes on for about 20 or 30 minutes with Victoria sitting there rebuting it for another 20 or 30 minutes, along with Cole, right? Meanwhile, Nikki's upstairs trying to fight the alcohol, in the system. They try to get up and get out and everything like that. So all feeling sick, talk about some antidote that's in the house and everything like that, and Jordan's just monologuing on and on and on, right? Finally, Jordan's like, you know what? I took the baby. You didn't deserve the baby, so I took him from you, and I switched him out with somebody else. I switched him out with a dead baby. So now Claire turns around and is like, whoa, you told me that they didn't want me. They didn't want me. Now this whole game just winds up changing around. She's been fed this lie for 20 something years, or however old she is, that Victoria didn't want her. And she kept going on and on and on. You didn't want me. You didn't want me to get in the way of your plans. You're Princess Victoria and this, that, and the third. And after a while, it just got kind of annoying. But now she's like, you lied to me. It was like, no, that doesn't matter. I gave you a good life and this, that, and the third. this is the issue that I've come to I've seen in Y&R, right? Ashley Locke started off as a great villain, right? But then it got disappointing, right? Got to a point where it was so bad that they just kind of just buried his body somewhere. Everything happened on screen. Boom. So then you get Jeremy Stark. Comes across as the big bad boogeyman. Doesn't really do anything to actually prove that he's the big bad boogeyman. And then he gets killed off screen by Phyllis that's like 120 something pounds. Okay, fine. All the stuff that's supposed to happen, like the car ambulance and stuff like that, happens off screen. So then we get this Jordan character, right? You know, she's from another soap opera. People are just like, wow, this is really interesting. Okay. And then, well, even before then, Cameron Kirk was probably the best one that they had. You know, I wish he would have lasted a little bit longer, but I think for their roster of villains, that was probably the best one that they had. And now we go into this. And I feel like it's going to be one of those things where it's like, you know, that they're not going to kill off the Newmans. They're going to be sick for a little bit. Okay, whatever, fine. We know that she's not going to get away with it. We know that eventually Claire's going to sit there and be like, "Yeah, I've been fed a lie," and so she's going to do the right thing. And this actress who has been on the previous show, people like her and admire her and stuff like that. She came in and she's almost like a one-note villain. It's like this is the best that Y&R can do, which is kind of sad, you know. It's amazing that the show's been on as long as it has. I give it a lot of credit, but this is the best that you're giving us now? Really? Um, Nick gets hurt. Um, you know, Jordan like slices him with a knife. I was gonna sit there and say act great in, but Victor goes upstairs, sees his wife, and Jordan comes in there. Now this is the part where again this gets kind of silly, right? And people were just trying to find ways to explain this away. So you telling me between Nick's big ass and Cole, they can't just kick down the door at this point? You know, they can't just. I mean, I guess I can try to have a bit of suspense, but even before Nick started showing symptoms, I felt like he could have just kicked that thing once, and that door would have just went right off the hinges. There's no way you could sit there and tell me maybe okay, maybe in this episode, but the episode before, oh man, the door's locked. Nick, you're a big guy. What are we doing? Why are we acting like a door is a problem for you? I don't know. I just want to sit there and kind of give my thoughts a little bit on this episode because it was just like I'm watching it in the morning and you know I'm at work at this point and I'm drinking my latte and I'm like this is just Y&R. This is 2023's Y&R. I don't know. I feel like that's pretty much about it. I can't really think of anything else, but you know what to do. Come to the live stream tonight, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific. We'll sit there and talk about all the shows. General Hospital, Days of Our Lives, Bold and Beautiful, Young and the Restless. And with that being said, I'm going to go. And I will see you in the next video or live stream.